Hello everyone, I'm Catechus, and today we will be continuing our guided walkthrough for Mystic Quest. Last episode, we freed the fire crystal from the clutches of the evil dual-head Hydra inside the lava dome. This episode, Benji and his best sandwich Reuben will be heading towards the focus tower to reach the next area. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we dive in. So where are we at? Oh, there we are. Yeah, that's right. We're tougher than Reuben. Ha ha! Alright, here we are in Fireburg, catching up on our good old MyChem background music. Oh, I love this jam. And we had a good night's sleep after freeing the fire crystal, but what we want to do is head all the way back to the volcano because there's actually a battlefield in that area. And just like Pokemon, we're gonna catch them all. So up over here is battlefield number 18. After this, 2 more to go. And its prize is 1068 XP, and that is, again, a very specific number. Now in here, we're gonna fight 2 enemies. And starting in this fight is the Stheno, and they seemingly always come in pairs, which is a huge pain in the butt, and they frequently get to go first. Now the reason that sucks is in their abilities, which we'll go over here real quick. Now the Stheno is weak to earth, they have Snake Head for an attack, which is physical damage up to 5 hits, Bad Breath, which can paralyze you, Paraclaw, which is a non-elemental paralyze attack, Screech Voice, which is non-elemental confuse damage, Stone Gaze, which will petrify you, and Petra Touch, which is a counter attack that can petrify you if you don't kill him in one hit. So, there's a good chance we're gonna die. So I'm gonna have Benji just whip out the Quake spell since they're weak to that, and honestly don't counter magic attacks, so he's safe. Reuben can take him out in one hit. Now, cross your fingers. Ah, they're balded. Alright, good. And no petrification yet. Oh, well, Reuben's petrified. Alright, Benji, can you take him out? Come on. Yes, we lived. Alright. And here is the second enemy, the Iflight, which again comes in pairs and often goes first, but they are weak to water, have Flame, which is a fire attack, Dragon Cut, Beam, and Bear Hug, which are all physical attacks, Flame Sweep, which is a fire attack on the party, Fire Pillar, which is a fire attack on the party as well, and Hypno Sleep, so yeah, they'll put you to sleep. But they are much less deadly than these Sthenos. Sadly, Reuben cannot kill them in one hit, but they can't petrify us, so potato, potato. Okay, they're laying on the paint. Let's give it right back to them. So yeah, I hate this battlefield, but now that we've seen all the enemies, I will catch you guys in the final bout. Alright, here we are, final fight, and of course it's 2 Sthenos and they've already stoned. Great, fantastic. Okay, off to a great start, it seems. Hey, Reuben, you wanna not be a statue? That'd be fantastic. Ow! Ow! Okay. Alright, it seems we finally have a chance to attack. Again, I really hate this battlefield. Good gravy. One of them is bad enough, now there's 2. But okay, with the power of Quake, we have won. Cleared them out, got a lot of XP and no level, of course. Even better. But now that we've completed that, what we want to do is go to Focus Tower, and specifically one of the side entrances, not the back entrance that we had to use to even get to the volcano region. So I'm going to head down to here, because where we want to go is the room with all the coin doors. So down these stairs, and here we are, just gotta, you know, get to the front. And remember, if you need some bombs, in there. And since we have the fire coin, well, sun coin, I guess, my bad, we can now go through this door. Oh, what do you want, old man? Hurry to Windia, but be on the lookout for Captain Mac's ship. What does that mean? We know where it is. It's stuck on a cliff. Doesn't matter. Now, before we continue on to the next area where Windia is located, I'm going to head down these stairs. Because if we follow this path, we can get a cool new treasure. And I highly recommend. Yeah, welcome to Doom Castle. And some pretty sweet 80s, 90s music right there. Oh, just screams it. Anyway, there's one fight we have to do to get that gold treasure, and it's this guy right here, which should look familiar as a Minotaur zombie. Now, it is not just a Minotaur zombie, it can be a couple other enemies with him. So in my experience, it's always a Minotaur zombie, usually a Shadow, and then either an Iflite, a Stheno, or a Chimera. In our luck here, we have the Iflite. If by chance you get the Chimera, they are weak to wind and shoot. Have fun with that. But right now, remember, the Minotaur zombie is weak to healing, has Axe and Roundhouse for physical attacks, Blinder, which is non-elemental blind attack, Stare to confuse you, and Scream, which is a non-elemental defense down. Shadow, which is new, is weak to water, wind, and thunder, and they hurt like the dickens. They have Blow Dart for a shoot attack, Smoke Screen to blind you, Doom Dance, which is a fatal attack and will just insta-kill you, Multiply, so they can copy themselves at their current health, and Self-Destruct, which does colossal non-elemental damage, but then the user dies. And then the Iflite we've been over before. So, in this fight, I am going to have Benji, kind of take out the Shadow with a big ol' blizzard. Reuben, take out the Minotaur zombie, and hopefully the Iflite plays nice. So yeah, a water attack, almost 1,000 damage, didn't even take out the Shadow. That should tell you something about how dangerous they are. Luckily, all they ended up doing in the end was blinding Reuben, so I'll take it. Hey, Iflite, you were supposed to play nice, not, you know, AC/DC Benjamin. Alright, before we heal, let's grab our treasure, which is the Arrow spell, which is our final black magic spell, and it does wind damage. Fantastic, but we should probably fix Reuben up there. And you know what? We're going to use Reuben to heal up, and that'll make sense in a bit here. But we are officially done with our little jaunt into Doom Castle. We'll have to wait much later to explore the rest. But with that, we want to head back up to the main floor and continue to the right. This will take us to Windia. But that means first we have to go through a rope bridge. Oh boy. Now, the rope bridge is kind of going to be weird. There's not going to be enemies per se, and it's going to be the one and only time we're actually going to have access to this area. So let's head on to the right. Doot, 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 I hope nothing happened. Oh my god, is that an enemy? Gotcha. It talks? Step back, Benjamin, and leave this filthy monster to me. Hey, you don't need to show off, Sandwich. You're already the best. Curse you, monster. That was my lunch. Yeah, welcome to the one and only fight we will have here with a mummy. Mummies are weak to wind, water, thunder, and healing, have body slam and neck choke for physical attacks, multiply so they can copy themselves, sleep powder to put someone to sleep, poison flower to poison you, stone gaze to petrify you, and they have a counter attack called Paratouch, which can paralyze you if you don't kill them in one attack. Luckily, Benji is pretty resistant to paralyze, so we're just going to have him attack. Well, at least cut his clothes off. Alright, now cut the rest of him off. We got to check in on Reuben. Did he live? By the way, we're in autopilot here. Reuben, you're alive! Yeah, I'm alright. Keep going and I'll catch up. Well, I'm pretty sure you put mustard on a Reuben, but what do I know? I know that tune. That can only be... Hey, Tristram! So your buddy fell, huh, kid? Yeah, but he's okay. Alright then, I'll tag along with you for a bit. That seemed a little forced if you ask me, but Tristram really only gained a level. He didn't gain anything else new. All his armor is still the same as before. He's still only sporting his ninja stars. And here are his stats. He's only level 23, and it seems the same bug that happened before. So he's showing fire as these only elemental resistance, where he has others as well. If you want to fix the symbols here, you gotta save, quit, and restart, and it should fix that. But believe it or not, the game guide actually has a new description and picture for him. So if I have to suffer, we suffer together. His new description is hard to figure Tristram out. He helps you, kind of, in the Bone Dungeon, then he takes off. He helps you in Firebird, then he takes off. At any rate, he's helping you again. You'll remember that Tristram is well versed in the arts of ninjutsu and can toss a pretty mean ninja star. He's much stronger than the first time you met him, so let him help you should the need arise. Alright, well, doesn't matter. Anyway, there are some treasures we can grab. So if we come down this one, the second vine here, we can grab a treasure, which will have some cure potions for us. These are brown treasures that theoretically respawn, but the problem is we can't access this area once we leave, so they're kind of one-shots only. And then over here, all the way at the end, the final rope, we definitely want to get this one. The other one, cure potions, this one will actually have seeds, and we definitely want these. Those are the items that replenish all of your magic cast points. But when ready, head to the right, and we will be back on the world map. Well, somewhere around here's the exit. Alright, so yeah, if we leave and try to go back to the bridge, can't go in, that would have been fantastic for an infinite seed farm, but oh well. Our next goal is the Alive Forest. Now, this is a proper zone with proper enemies, however there's only two. The Mummy, which we discussed earlier, weak to wind, water, thunder, and healing, and does a lot of status ailments. Then there's the Spectre, which is weak to wind, shoot, and healing, has attach for a physical attack, double hit for physical attack up to 2 times, coldness for a water attack, power drain for non-elemental damage with power down effect. They have multiply so they can copy themselves at their current health, and counters with Confuse Touch, which can confuse you. Oh boy. There's a lot of stuff we can get here, and only one thing I would consider mandatory. But what we're going to do to get everything is go up here to the top left from where we entered and fight this mummy. Now, mummies are probably going to be the hardest enemies we're going to fight in this forest. And as you can see, Tristram doesn't do that much damage. Great. He's going to do a lot better with the ghost. And he's asleep. Oh, he has the same Pilates pose. Oh, we've been stoned. Great. This is a fantastic fight. Love it. Let's get rid of one of these mummies, please. Tristram, I hate that you're poisoned again. Did you learn nothing from the Bone Dungeon? You should have a tolerance built up by now. Anyway, let's finish this fight off, for my sanity at least. There we go. Somehow we live. Just gotta fix the kids up here. Alright. Now, remember, we can chop down trees with the axe and fight us a specter. Ooh, ghosts. Now, Tristram is going to shine in these fights as he can one-shot these things. Benji, not so much. So I guess with that effect, Tristram can stay. But for defeating them, we can go up here and grab us our first treasure for 3 cure potions. Now, throughout the area, and they're on the mini-map, and I'm just going to show them anyway, are specific trees, and if we cut them down, they have little sigil panels. We don't have this one, which sucks, so we can't use it, but there it is. If when we get it, you want to use it. But if we come down to the south, we'll find a bridge, and we'll have to fight a mummy. Little bugger stoned Benji. And further south, another specter. Hot dog, Benji finally leveled up, so here are some stats. All I care about is his accuracy. Anyway, now that we've crossed the bridge, what we want to do is at this point start chopping to the left, and we can get some free goodies by taking the long way. Whoop, where am I going? I want to go up. Almost forgot this treasure here. I got excited chopping down trees. So in here we can get 3 heal potions. Something about Tristram makes me think we're going to need them. And over on the left, we're going to fight this ghost here. Well, Spectre, anyway. And if we chop down this tree, this is one of the crests that we can actually use. So this one will take us inside one of the trees for 3 Sody Pop Refreshers. Now, frustratingly enough, every time you do that, all the trees respawn. The enemies don't, but the trees do. It's just annoying. Anyway, we're going to take out this Spectre here. Easy peasy. And then we're going to move down to the south here and take out this mummy. So we defeated the mummy. I wonder where the daddy is. I'll see myself out. Alright, anyway, we want to take the right path here. And as you can see, there's a gold treasure at the south. And we got to fight these 2 enemies to get to it. So BRB. There we go. And for our prize, we get the Giant's Axe, which is super awesome. That's right, we have the final axe now, so our attack power went from 140 to 182. That's right, Benji is a chunky boy. Oh, and I should mention, for healing, use Tristram. It'll make sense later. Anyway, now that we have the big old Giant's Axe, we're going to take out these 2 mummies right here. So that's a 1, and you're a 2. Well, I guess I should show off the Giant's Axe. It's good, it's an improvement, but it's not enough to actually kill mummies in 1 hit, so that kind of sucks. But it does do chunky damage. Alright, good, Tristram's alive. Alright guys, take him out, quick, please. I want to live. Okay, Benji's getting kind of hurt. There we go. Easy peasy. But, hey Tristram, you wanna... Thank you. Perfect. Alright, now that we've defeated those 2, what we want to do is head up to the north here, and we're gonna take out 2 more enemies, starting with this Spectre, followed by this Mummy. Now that they're defeated, we're going to ignore the Deku tree at the moment. That's not his name, but that's sure what he looks like. And we're going to start chopping our way to the right, because there's a couple more treasures we can get. But first we have to kill this mummy. Alright, now, it should be pretty obvious, but this tree here hides another crest for us to stand on. And this gives us 10 ninja stars in case, for some reason, in like the 10 minutes we had him, Tristram's running low. Oh, speaking of running low, look at his health. I was not paying attention to that. Alright. Now, 1 more enemy to fight if we go all the way north. A lone Spectre. He's guarding a lone chest with 3 Sody Pop Refreshers. Okay. Now that we've cleared this entire map, let's go back to the Deku tree and give him a chat. Hey tree, why the long face? So you're the king of this forest, huh? Let us through. What's with the sass, Benji? I don't think it likes you. Yeah, no kidding. Well, how about Kaylee? Can't she talk to trees? Hey, that's a good idea. Yeah, she must be an Aquaria by now. I hope so. Now, remember, you could walk out, or you could use my favorite spell called Exit, which I'm going to use. and boom, we're on the world map. So with that, I am going to actually cut it short mid little story here, as I think this episode might get a little long otherwise. So for now, this has been part 13 of our Mystic Quest guided walkthrough, where we lost our sandwich, but we found our friend Tristram again. But now we're blocked by a tree. Stay tuned for the next episode as we find Kaylee to, well, make friends with the tree after we were kind of rude. If you like the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.